story I am going to be reading is the story of the Jumping Mouse. Looks like it's going to be about a mouse. This is written by John Steptoe. The story of the Jumping Mouse. Oh, there he is again. There's a mouse. Once there was a young mouse who lived in the brush near a great river. During the day, he and the other mice hunted for food. Do you guys know what hunted means? I think he's looking for food. Oh no. At night, they gathered to hear the old ones tell stories. Hey, I'm telling you a story. The young mouse liked to hear about the desert beyond the river, and he got shivers as from the stories about the dangerous shadows that lived in the sky. But his favorite was the tale of the far-off land. Can you guys see it? The far-off land sounded so wonderful, the young mouse began to dream about it. I dream? I love dreaming. You guys like to dream? Yeah, you guys like to dream? Yeah. He knew he would never be content until he had been there. The old ones warned that the journey would be long and perilous, but the young mouse would not be swayed. He set off one morning before the sun had risen. Huh? You can see the mouse and the bird. See the sky? Looks like he's off to a great start. It was evening before he reached the edge of the brush. Before him was the river. On the other side of the desert, the young mouse peered into the deep water. How will I ever get across? He said in dismay. Oh no, I think the mouse is feeling kind of sad. Huh? Don't you know how to swim? Called a gravelly voice. The young mouse looked around and saw a small green frog. Hello, he said. What is swim? This is swimming, said the frog as she jumped into the river. Oh, said the young mouse. I don't think I can do that. Why do you need to cross the river? Asked the frog, hopping back up the bank. I want to go to the far-off land, said the young mouse. It sounds too beautiful to live a lifetime and not to see it. In that case, you need my help. I'm Magic Frog. Who are you? I'm Mouse, said the young mouse. I think that's the Magic Frog. And there's the mouse. What else do you guys see? See some plants, see some water. All right, let's find out. The Magic Frog laughed. That's not my name. I'll give you a name that will help you on your journey. I name you Jumping Mouse. As soon as Magic Frog said this, the young mouse felt strange tingling in his hind legs. He hopped a small hop and to his surprise, jumped twice as high as he never jumped before. Thank you, he said, admiring his new, powerful legs. You're welcome, said Magic Frog. Now step onto this leaf, and we'll cross the river together. When they were safely on the other side, Magic Frog said, You will encounter hardships on your way, but don't despair. You will reach the far-off land, and you keep hope alive within you. Jumping Mouse set off at once, hopping quickly from bush to bush. The shadow circled above, and he avoided being seen. Oh no, being avoided? Do you guys know what avoided means? It means when you don't want to see somebody. So, uh-oh. He ate berries when he couldn't find them and slept only when he was exhausted. Days passed, though he was able to travel quickly. He began to wonder if he'd ever reach the other side of the desert, and then he came upon that course through the dry land, and under the large berry bush he met a fat old mouse. Oh no! Oh look, what do we see? What do we see, guys? I see a butterfly. I see the mouse. I see some birds. Let's find out. What strange hind legs you said the fat mouse. They were a gift from Magic Frog when she named me, said Jumpy Mouse proudly. Snorted the fat mouse. What good are they? They have helped me come this far across the desert, and with luck they'll carry me to the far-off land, said Jumpy Mouse. But now I'm very tired. May I rest here a while? Indeed you may, said the fat mouse. In fact, you can stay here forever. Thank you, but I'll stay only until I'm rested. I've seen the far-off land of my dreams, and I must be on my way as soon as I'm able. Dreams, said the fat mouse scornfully. I used to have such dreams, but all I ever found was a desert. Why go jumping around in the desert when everything anyone needs is right here? Jumpy Mouse tried to explain that it wasn't a question of need, but it's something he felt he had to do. But the fat mouse only snorted again. Finally, Jumpy Mouse dug a hole and curled up for the night. The next day, the fat mouse warned him to stay on the side of the stream. A snake lives on the other side, he said, but don't worry. He's afraid of water, so he'll never cross the stream. You guys see it? Isaac, are you paying attention? Life was easy beneath the berry bush, and Jumpy Mouse was soon rested and strong. He and the fat mouse ate and slept, and then ate. Then one morning he went to the stream for a drink, and he caught the sight of his reflection. He was almost as fat as the fat old mouse. It's time for me to go on, thought Jumpy Mouse. I didn't come all this way to settle down under a berry bush. Just then, he noticed that a branch had gotten caught in the narrow of the stream. It spanned the water like a bridge, and now the snake could cross. Jumpy Mouse hurried back to warn the fat mouse, but the mouse hole was empty, and there was a strange smell in the air. Snake. Jumpy Mouse was too late. Poor old friend, he thought as he hurried away. He lost of finding his dream, and now his life is over. Oh no. This isn't good. There's a snake. There's a mouse. Jumpy Mouse traveled through the night, and the next morning he saw that he had reached a grassy plain. Exhausted, he hopped toward a large boulder where he could rest in safety, but as he got closer, he realized the boulder was an enormous shaggy bison lying in the grass. Every once in a while, it groaned. Ooh, that's an animal I've never seen before in my life. Jumpy Mouse shivered at the terrible sound. Hello, Great One, he said bravely. I'm Jumpy Mouse, and I'm traveling to the far-off land. Why do you lie here as if you're dying? Because I am dying, said the bison. I drank from the poisonous stream, and it blinded me. I can't see to find tender grass to eat or sweet water to drink. I'll surely die. Oh no. Is something bad gonna happen to him? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm feeling pretty positive. Little Mouse might do something. Jumpy Mouse was so sad to see a wondrous beast so helpless. When I began my journey, he said, Magic Frog gave me a strong leg to carry me to the far-off land. My magic is not as powerful as hers, but I'll do what I can to help you. I name you Eyes of the Mouse. Aw, that's very nice of him. That's what we do with friends, right? We try and help them out. As soon as he spoken, Jumpy Mouse heard the bison snort with joy. He heard, but he could no longer see, for he had given the bison his own sight. Thank you, said Eyes of the Mouse. You are small, but you have done a great thing, and You will hop along beneath me. The shadows of the sky won't see you, and I will guide you to the mountains. Jumpy Mouse did as he was told. He hopped to the rhythm of the bison's hooves, and in this way he reached the foot of the mountains. Oh, look, there he is. He's on his way. I am an animal of the plains, so I must stop here, said the eyes of the mouse. How will you cross the mountains when you can't see? There will be a way, said Jumpy Mouse. Hope is alive within me. He said goodbye to his friend, and he dug a hole and went to sleep. It's very good to always be positive in every single situation. I like where this is headed. The next morning, Jumpy Mouse woke to a cool breeze that blew down from the mountain peaks. Cautiously, he set out in the direction of the coolness. He had not gone far when he felt fur beneath his paws. He jumped back in alarm and sniffed the air. Woof! He froze in terror, but with nothing happened, he gathered up his courage and said, Excuse me, I'm Jumpy Mouse, and I'm traveling to the far-off land. Can you tell me the way? I would if I could, said the wolf, but a wolf finds his way with his nose, and mine was no longer smell for me. What happened? asked Jumpy Mouse. I was once a proud and lazy creature, replied the wolf. I misused the gift of smell, so I lost it, and I learned not to be proud, but within my nose, to tell me where I am and where I'm going. I cannot survive. I am lying here, waiting for the end. We need our sense of smell. That's very important to us. So we can eat. Jumpy Mouse was saddened by the wolf's story. He told about the magic frog and eyes of the mouse. I have a little magic left, he said. I'll be happy to help you. I name you Nose of the Mouse. The wolf howled for joy. Jumpy Mouse could hear him sniffing the air, taking in the mountain fragrances. But Jumpy Mouse could no longer smell the pine-scented breezes. He no longer had the use of his nose or eyes. You are but a small creature, said Nose of the Mouse, but you have given me a great gift. You must let me thank you. Come hop along beneath where the shadows of the sky won't see you. I will guide you through the mountains to the far-off land. That's what we do when we want to say thank you. You see what he did? What Nose of the Mouse did? So, Jumpy Mouse hopped to the rhythm of the wolf's patting paws, and in this way he reached to the far-off land. I am an animal of the mountains, so I must stop here, said Nose of the Mouse. How will you manage if you can no longer see or smell? There will be a way, said Jumpy Mouse. He said goodbye to his friend and dug a hole and went to sleep. The next morning, Jumpy Mouse woke up and crawled from his hole. I am here, he said. I felt the earth beneath my paw, and I heard the wind rustling leaves on the trees. The sun warmed my bones. All is not lost, but I'll never be as I was. How will I ever manage? Then Jumpy Mouse began to cry. Jumpy Mouse, he heard a gravelly voice say. Magic Frog, is that you? Jumpy Mouse asked, swallowing his tears. Oh no, that's not good. He's crying. Have you guys ever felt very upset like Mouse did? I know I have. I don't like feeling that way. Yes, said Magic Frog. Don't cry, Jumpy Mouse. Your unselfish spirit has brought you hardships, but it is the same spirit of hope and compassion that has brought you to the far-off land. You have nothing to fear, Jumpy Mouse. Oh, that's very touching. We always need a hug, right? I have a thing, things are gonna be okay. Jumping high, Jumpy Mouse, commanded Magic Frog. Jumpy Mouse did as he was told, and he jumped as high as he could. Then he felt the air lifting him higher still into the sky. He stretched out his paws in the sun and felt strangely powerful. To his joy, he began to see the wondrous beauty of the world above and below, and to smell the scents of earth and sky and living things. Jumpy Mouse, he heard Magic Frog call, "I give you a new name." Wait, oh no. Did I spoil it? You are now called an eagle. And you will live in the far-off land forever. Wow. Well, this was a very, very loving book. And I think the best part about it is that he was being a very good friend, very compassionate, very loyal, and he made it to the far-off land. And I say, that is a wonderful, touching story. And now, he became a bird because he was a good friend. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for sitting down and being engaged with the story. I'm proud of you guys.